AutoZone. I stole a pack of Tic Tacs. I had to have been like kindergarten, first grade, and I ate them bitches in the car. You're puss. Hey, what's good with y'all? Welcome back. Another Well Too Darko experience. Today we're watching people share their secret anonymously, Chicago. And I'm not trying to profile Chicago like that. This might be a lot of murders. It might be a lot of I shot bro, had to, and then just walk off. And if you do get one of those, then what happens? You gonna snitch? Let's watch. Let's see. Into the wild. That song is trash. I set a microphone in Chicago and asked strangers to share their secrets. After sharing, they will either show their face. Oh, that nigga's a killer. And he eat butter. Walk away unknown. Trigger warning, some secret shared.
Hi, my secret is I'm a burstophile. I'm sexually attracted to like stuff like murderers and like serial killers, like fictional or like real life. And like for me, it's like the violence gets me off.
What the fuck?
I'm pretty much on the sadistic side. I'm just weird like that. And
she say that until she meet a real murderer. Like I don't know if it's like a Chicago thing. Nah, women like murders. Women like niggas who could have murdered somebody. We ain't gonna talk about that. But for her specifically, ma'am, you like them until you meet a real murderer. Your ass gonna be shivering and shaking. He's a murderer for trade? No. As a trade? Like he does this daily? No, bitch. You're not gonna think that a nigga who kills people is sexy. You're lying.
A lot of it's
You're capping.
through my art.
You're fucking weird.
Okay,
no cakes either.
So one time I had this ex that cheated on me with some random girl. I found out who the girl was, started talking to her, and I started dating her as well as talking to my ex still. And I found out that she had a boyfriend, so I ended up dating him as well. So I ended up dating all three of them at the same time, and they didn't even know.
Golly, ma'am, you are a... Oh, we can't do those. We can't. Hey, shout out to Amber Rose. No slut shaming, but you are one of those places that are open past 12. Just like Walmart and Legs. God damn, bitch. You fucking 3 people at the same time? In a heavy rotation? I mean, shit. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Live your life. She's not even that bad.
16,
like, she's not bad at all.
A roommate
Oof.
That she spoke English as well, but her mother language was Russian. And most of the kids in our boarding school spoke Russian as well, including her friends. So they would always come to our room and they would speak Russian to each other and look at me and giggle. I had a feeling they were saying things about me, but I wasn't sure. And then one time I got pink eye from another kid in school.
That's tough.
And every time they came, they would like make gestures to their eyes and look at me and laugh, and I was getting a little upset. So one night she slept at her friend's room and I was alone. So I rubbed my face on her pillow a couple of times with the pink eye, hoping she would get it too. And she did eventually. I honestly don't feel that bad about it. They stopped making fun of my pink eye after that.
Oh God, because who the fuck you think you are? I'd have did. Nah, see, a nigga like me, that's how we differ. A nigga like me would have went like this and slapped the shit out of shorty. Bro, don't ever disrespect me to my face and think I'm gonna let you get away with it. But that's the thing about nowadays. You people like to sue. I just look that bitch as you. Stop playing.
When I was a little kid, when I was first learning how to clip my toenails, and my mom stopped doing it, I finally learned. I didn't know what it tastes.
Wait, how old was that nigga when he's?
My mom stopped doing it.
Wait.
When I was a little kid, when I was first learning how to clip my toenails, and my mom stopped doing it, I finally learned. I didn't know what it tasted like a toenail, so the first time I did it, I ate all 10 of my toenails.
Damn. That nigga got athlete's mouth. That's one. But the crazy thing is, and if we want to keep it a bean, everybody's done it. You've bitten your toenails off. I've done it. I'll take it. I've done it. But I ain't bite off all 10 and eat them. I bit off maybe 1 to 6, and I ate 1 to 3 of them. Like I don't get off by eating like bone or whatever. So I don't know what the fuck bro on. He must have been hungry. Hey, that's the trenches, Chicago.
Sometimes I think
Blueberry
that I should have been a man.
What?
Because I'm so dominant. So when I see women, it's like, damn, shorty. If I was a man, I would have told her ass up.
Nah, you just probably buy, shorty. You can go get a little scrap.
In 2009, I probably was the only one of my friends to buy Justin Bieber's album, but it was worth it.
You was a fool.
Okay, so my secret is just about every time I'm in an elevator by myself, without fail, I'll pretend like I'm opening and closing the doors using my mind, kind of like the Force. And I'm also making the elevator go up and down using my mind as well. That's my secret.
Oh, you're cool. That nigga was born as hell.
I feel like one secret I do have would be that I'm kind of afraid of rejection.
Made the cut.
I can give an example of this.
Everybody afraid of rejection.
Anytime I would shoot my shot with a beautiful woman or a companion, it would be like either 3 reasons why they would say no. Either they don't feel the same way, they feel like I'm more of a friend to them, and they don't really want to lose that relationship, or it's because they just see me like a brother. And
that's not true. This is Darko. Darko's talks. Relationship talks. She don't find you attractive, my guy. She didn't like you. You're ugly. Like, to her, go find a woman who wants to suck you off from meeting. Not like that, but she wants to like she's very sexually attracted to you off the meeting. Y'all be trying to find these women who like y'all a little bit and make them want to like you a lot. No, go find somebody who already like you a lot. She didn't like you. You're not her type. She probably like hood niggas or something. You're not hood. You're not him. You're not the type of guy she like. She might like muscular men. You kind of frail looking. And you sound like you a bitch, kind of. You probably want a nigga who talk rough. You not her friend. I mean, well, you're her friend. You'll never be her boyfriend. You'll never be nothing other than that. Because some niggas can get out of the friend zone. You're not him.
And I kind of understand.
You're just the nigga that she calls to tell, like, hey, this other nigga just beat my fucking back in. Oof. Oof, everybody's been that guy. We got little thumbs, too, that's why. Got little ass thumbs. Damn, my thumbs
commitment issues.
I think my shit regular.
Very scared of marriage. I don't trust nobody. I feel like everyone's out for self. Mainly because I grew up a sad nigga.
Damn, nigga.
I seen what's been done to a lot of males. I don't want it done to me.
Yeah, it be like those. But it's like, I feel like that's karma. So if you do get cheated on, you was helping shorty cheat. But then again, it's also, you aren't committed to that relationship. She is. So it's also like but it's also the point of that nigga could find out and try to kill you. So, is the coochie worth it?
I'm a really happy person and that I have my life together. But I actually really struggle to get out of bed every morning, and I have to tell myself that it will be okay. Otherwise, I won't leave my apartment for days at a time.
Aww.
So it's not always what you see.
That's everybody, sweetheart. Did you figure out that life's hard? Aww.
I don't really tell nobody this, but when I went to boot camp, my girlfriend, well, it was my girlfriend, she sent me a letter and broke up with me. But I ain't crying for nobody in a barracks. But when I went to sleep, I cried myself to sleep.
That's tough. Oh God, cause you already out there alone. I'd broke up with you too, my boy. Your teeth buttery, and you got a fucking shiesty on in public.
I sometimes pretend to be afraid of horror films, cause I don't know. Sometimes I just want to be held by my boyfriend, but I'm really not scared, cause I really love horror films.
That's normal, regular. God damn, I gotta stop disrespecting.
I thought I was gonna kill myself 5 years ago, so I didn't make a plan for my future, and now I don't know what I'm doing.
I felt that. I feel where you're coming from with that.
So one time when I was maybe 5 or 6, I was in the grocery store with my mom, and we were at the cash register, and I stole a pack of Hubba Bubba bubble gum, and I got home and I felt so deeply guilty for having stolen that it sat in the drawer of my bathroom for years and years and years, and I never ate it. And then like a couple of years ago, I finally threw it out, and I can never bring myself to eat it.
Shut the fuck up. Like, girl, if you don't shut... I remember the first time I stole something, I guess you could say. I was very young. I remember I was at not a Home Depot, AutoZone. I stole a pack of Tic Tacs. I had to have been like kindergarten, first grade, and I ate them bitches in the car. You're puss. You're weird. You are a oddball. I remember, bro, half of the earphones I got in high school was stolen. I'm talking about nigga left his earphones. Hey, they're mine. I disinfected them. They're mine now. You shouldn't have left them. Nigga come back in the class to myself. Did somebody find the earphones or a charger? Nah, my boy. Hey, I think the last class might have took it. I don't know. It bees like those.
Because I felt
That's
so
the struggle for real.
guilty.
You like Justin Bieber for real.
So my secret is basically I got locked up for a domestic that I didn't do. So what happened was an argument had happened. I wasn't from this particular town. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go because I really don't like confrontation. So
Nobody ever
as
pulled
I
a
was
braid
trying to
out?
leave, this person was kind of throwing stuff, and pretty much I didn't fight or not, whatnot. But I seen that it was going too far past words. So I called the cops for my protection. And I finally found a way to get outside, and I waited on the cops. Again, I wasn't from this particular area. I am from Chicago.
Yeah.
And whew,
That braid fucking with me.
the cops came. The
It's like one of them things you go,
barely questioned me. I actually
spent.
did have red marks on my neck and everything. The next thing I know, another cop had showed up. They asked for my ID. Next thing I know, I'm getting handcuffed. The guy didn't even tell me what I was getting handcuffed for. I'm like panicking. I got PTSD, so I'm sitting here like, why am I getting locked up? I called you guys for my protection. I just wanted to walk
Bees like
away,
those most of the
grab my
time.
belongings. I've never been locked up. I've never been in trouble. Come to find out from other people that live in this particular area, this particular city, that if you look a certain way and you're from Chicago, you get looked at different.
I mean, Chicago does play a good part of it because you would never catch me there. O Block, you never have to see me. You niggas will never see me there. People from Chicago, you cannot be my friend. Sorry. I mean, we can be acquaintances, we can get money together, but you will never know my bank information. You'll never know my real name. You'll never know where I live. You people, I'm not gonna say all of you, but y'all got a reputation, and that reputation be upholding itself. So I can't fuck with y'all. But to her point, she looked kind of masculine. She might be. Ooh, what's the correct wording for this? She's God damn, fucking PG world. She she one of them manly women. So with you being a manly woman, they gonna look at you like there's only two sides to like. I mean, there's two sides to a story, but there's two sides to domestic violence: the man and the woman, usually, and that's how the dichotomy goes usually. So the woman starts screaming and crying and saying that you beat on her. If you are the manly woman, they finna take your ass. Just like if you're the man, she gonna start crying and shit and lying. They finna take dude. You're dude in this situation. You wanted to, you know what I mean? Hey, you wanted to join the club with us? You gotta get the same treatment, my boy. You a good guy though.
Too many people view
Chicago
Chicago as being bad. Y'all
call it Chirac yourselves.
Like
y'all call it Chirac
before getting to know you. So unfortunately, I was locked up for 3 days.
Damn.
Had a lot of nightmares. Got through it. Everything was dropped.
And that's on your record.
I was cleared. The judge even apologized to me. it's messed up though, because
Yes, ma'am, sir.
I grew up on when you in trouble, call the cops.
That's a no-go.
Now I think differently.
Don't call the cops no more. If somebody in your family's having mental health problems, I should say, not call the cops for a wellness check. I would say, I don't even fucking know. Maybe this is not me giving you advice, and you should not use this. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychiatrist or nothing like that. But I would say maybe go check on them yourself, or if you can't, figure it out. But the police, 9 times out of 10, as you can see, they shoot people when they go for those wellness checks. Don't do it.
And the sad part
And they don't
is,
listen
I know all cops
at all.
ain't bad, but this is my secret. I got out of it, and I got out of it because I chose positivity, and I chose to go forward and not backwards.
It's not because you chose positivity. It's just because you just happen to have a judge who cared.
I found out that...
And high key, because you're still a woman. Like, if it was a man, like a real man and a woman, it would have been done. You would have been in that bitch, and it would have been on your record, and it's over. But since you know what I mean? You made it through. Congratulations.
Slavery still exists. We are told that it doesn't. It is most times shunned away from. It is avoided. The fact that it being mentioned is ridiculed, but it actually still exists through the prison system. I unfortunately became a victim of a pen myself for 3.5 years for an event that never took place, and I depended on the system, trusted the system in order to find the truth and deal with the truth. And unfortunately, I was put back in a position to be made a slave again. We think that it has stopped because there's no more cotton fields. We think that it has stopped because no one's hanging from trees. We think that it stopped because there's no more...
There were 3 black men that were hung in Houston, I believe, like a couple years ago. So no, that's still not a thing. And what he's saying is 100% right. And a lot of the times, this is what the media has done. The media has made police, even when we were kids, they always told us, go to them, they're going to help us. NCIS and all that made them seem like they're smart, like they can figure out. They're incompetent. Did you see when those police officers left Shorty on the railroad and then she got hit by a fucking train? I'm doing a video about that. I can't even talk no more because you're going to have to just watch the video. I mean, if I can, it's going to be up in the yamins at the top. But like, these people are not trying to be like that, but the high school dropouts, the niggas who didn't make it, niggas who couldn't make it into the military 9 times out of 10, they're not smart. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know the law. And a lot of the time, and this is throughout history, the youngest person executed was a little black boy. He had to sit on a Bible to be executed. They will always find a fall guy. It doesn't matter if you did it. To keep face with everybody else, they will pick you as the fall guy every time. Don't be the fall guy. I mean, you can't not be the fall guy, so...
Or
it's a fucked up system.
Nooses being made. We think that it stopped because there's no one wearing hoods, the same
we're suits now,
or anything of that nature. But it's actually now with a pen in a cell that has made slavery continue without the usual, the evident that will cause us to see it clearly.
They have no evidence and they'll still throw somebody in jail. But that's the thing. What I just said, they'll find a fall guy. They'll have no evidence that you did it, but they'll still throw you in there because in the eye of the public, they need somebody to go down so that people in the suburbs will go to sleep at night, knowing that, oh, the police are doing their job. They're not. Why are they doing their job? But a lot of people are coming out of the prisons. What's the word? Where they getting their case thrown out, basically. They've been in jail for 30 years for something that they didn't do. Like, come on. Like, this is all a game, bro. The judicial system is all a fucking game.
Jail.
It's all whack and it's all lame.
For a crime
it's a lie.
that I allegedly committed caused me to be sitting in jail for 3 years and 3 months, begging for trial, no evidence, and the only thing that they can come up with.
And they'll do something called a continuation, which it'll get close to your court date. They'll just keep pushing it back. That doesn't make sense. It makes such little sense. if I feel like if people as a group came together and we started to revise everything that's happening in America, revise the Constitution, revise the way the government is placed, like the judicial system and how there's a judge and the jury, that is a stupid concept. That is the most 16th century concept I've ever heard of. The presidency, all of that needs to be revamped. We have new age problems that we can't use 1600 ideas for. That shit, and also because them niggas was racist. Them niggas were crazy racist. They were only made for them. They weren't even made for the women. So it's like, bro, we can't be going off of ideas of niggas who were racist and misogynist. We have to come up with our own ideas.
After 3.5 years,
but it works for the niggas who are in office, who are white men.
Of a finger,
you gotta figure it
with
out.
A scratch on it, with no scantron and no other evidence to find me guilty of something, so I wouldn't walk away with nothing. As again, I came up in the urban area. I was taught to watch out for gunmen, for rapists, for thieves, for murderers. I was never taught to watch the pen. As of today, I learned the power of the pen and the ones who use it.
On God, because that judge will sign a single document and you'll be sitting in prison for the rest of your life off of something you've never done. And there was a case in Texas of a dude who was executed. They said that because he left the house as it was burning. They said that it was some Hispanic dude. He left the house while it was burning. His kids and wife all died in the fire. They said that he set the fire, and because he left without them, that means that he killed his family. They gave this man the death penalty. He never said he did it. They had no evidence showing that he did. Comes to find out, years down the line when science catches up, they tested the wood. They opened the case. I think the family still were like vehemently like, nah, he didn't do that shit. So they reopened the case. They tested the wood. There were chemicals in the wood that made it spontaneously combust, or a little bit of light made it combust. That's what did it. But they killed a man over that. The death sentence, everything is outdated. It doesn't make sense. And if you stand by that, you're fucking stupid. You should be left behind. I don't care. You're not one of my supporters if you believe that everything is cool.
For those of you who are
you're
new,
fucking
my name
dumb.
is Thoraya, and I'm the girl behind the camera. I actually plan on taking this series to a new city every month, starting with today's episode. You probably noticed it was filmed.
Hey, appreciate you, Thoraya. Mariah. Got her screaming like Mariah. I had to say, this was a fantastic video. Like, a lot of good topics, you know, some funny, some real. I mean, a lot of y'all are afraid of the real talks, though. That's the thing. That's why so many YouTubers would rather just talk about the bullshit. They want to talk about TikTokers and other YouTubers and their little scandals and Twitch when there are real topics that need to be talked about. But then again, y'all don't be wanting to hear that shit either. So if you do want me to speak more about, you know, topics like this, give a like, a comment, a subscribe. I mean, either way, I'm going to keep doing it. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to keep talking about this shit, and you niggas going to get tired of it and leave, or you going to stay and be like, damn, I'm really learning something from this guy. He really giving the keys to the streets. So, like I said, I appreciate all of you. We at the big 19 subscribers. We only going up from here, and I appreciate all of you. You guys are my supporters. You guys are the community, and we're going to be one of the biggest communities, or if not the biggest community on YouTube. So, thank you. And make sure y'all subscribe and like. Well, fuck with your boy. And fuck with my Instagram and my Twitter and shit too. Shit be lit.